Hello, I'm Nito the GNTG and welcome to a Raging the Mini. It's October, so we have to talk about something scary, something with monsters, something with skeletons, spooky times and all that because it's Halloween. But we're going to talk about a nice comic, colorful, with great designs, and it has monsters, but it's not necessarily scary. Of course, I'm talking about Brave Chef Brianna from Boom Comics, or Kaboom in this case, created by Sam Sykes with illustrations from Selina Espiritu, sorry if I killed your name, and colored by Sarah Stern. It's the story of Brianna, the youngest sister out of 15 other siblings, all men, all chef, and their father is how can I say it? He's a well-known chef, and he's currently dying, and he has an empire to leave behind, and he decides to do a little game from this. Go out in the world, and whoever makes the best business out there is going to get his money after he dies. Of course, Brianna, she doesn't have a lot of self-confidence, and you're going to see that again and again with all the dark clouds forming around her head. You can call it self-doubt, you can call it depression, anxiousness, something around that, and she decides to go to a town filled with monsters. There she finds a few more humans that we're going to learn a little bit about their history, mainly one guy, and she quickly gets a new friend that's going to work on her small restaurant called Susan, and it's 4 issues. It's a small story. You see her, how she does it in this monster town, how some people, mostly Madame Kron, that is reminiscent of the old days where monsters were able to terrorize humans and humans chase them and all that stuff, and how Brianna steps on some rules that forbids monsters to eat some human foods like sugar, flour and all that, how she defends her restaurant, how she defends her honor, and at the end she forms a nice little friendship with Susan and the other guy Kevin, that we'll learn a little bit more about why he ended up in Monster Town. The designs are simple yet colorful, they're very clean. I enjoy when a design is so colorful and clean, and they have nice facial expressions. The backgrounds are also great, they have a lot of details, even though in some cases they feel like a little bit out of proportions, or the heights aren't correct, but I think that's a nitpick or just me. Also, at the end of each issue you have a small recipe, and I don't know if I'm going to try those, but they look interesting. As a final thing, if you should read it or not, you should definitely check it out. It's a small comic, it has nice dialogues, it has a nice story, it shows progression and character development for every single main character you have out there. Unfortunately, they don't explain many things about this Monster Town, Monster City, even though I would like to have a little bit more, and I do hope that they're going to make a sequel or something like that eventually, because I would like to visit them again now that Brianna is, after the end of course, a little bit sure of her abilities, her capabilities, and how the other characters grew after the events of this comic. Personally, I did enjoy it tremendously, and I would like to read more. So that was all for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do leave me down in the comments suggestions for comics like that to read. Also, if you want to see videos similar to this, don't forget to subscribe and check out the rest of my channel. Also, do share this video because it helps. Thank you tremendously if you share. And that was all. And until next time, keep reading.